Welcome to Balance Body and Beyond. My name is Elise and I'm your yoga coach here. And I'm super excited to be outdoors finally. It's not going to last long, but we do have a few days of beautiful weather, 70 degrees, clear skies, and I am so thrilled to be offering this practice from the great outdoors. Join me for a full body practice today. Make modifications, respect your limitations, do what you can do, and remember, focus on what you can do. You just need your mat, your body, and the right mindset. If you're not quite there, hopefully once you get moving, you will be. We're going to start with our feet wide and just start shifting our hips side to side, loosening up from a standing position. I will be honest, I have been at work all day. My body is tired, but I'm hoping this yoga practice will invigorate me and get me recharged for the rest of my day to come. We're going to just take a little overhead stretch here and some big breaths. Start light. Step one is just to get the blood pumping, things loosened up. And then let's start reaching across, side to side. And slowly, let's start sucking in that fresh air. Long, deep breaths in and out through your nostrils, settling in here. I'll settle in, you'll settle in, and we'll be just fine. All right, let's take our arms out wide and we'll do a little hinging. You're gonna take the hand to the inside of your leg. Maybe that's your ankle. Maybe it's the inside of your knee. And what starts out as your knee may then grow down farther towards your foot. Can you turn your head and look to your top hand? You can bend your knees a little bit. We'll try one more. Super duper. We'll keep our legs wide and just take some big arm circles. Big breaths match our big arm circles. Yeah. And then let's change directions. Your hands rotate a different way, that's okay. Just getting a little loose through the shoulders, still in our wide stance. Grounding down through our feet, reaching tall with our whole body. All right, keeping our feet wide, we're gonna take our hands together, take your hands to your knees, a little bit more warming up. And then we'll slowly start our flow. We're going to incorporate some stretching, strengthening, our yoga postures, all the ingredients to make for a great recipe of a yoga practice. Take your arms up and hold, and then we'll switch sides. Light breeze coming my way. How about one more? I love that. All right, bring our feet together and just take a full body shake here. We're gonna walk to the front of your mat, whatever that is for you, and join your feet together, real close. Bring your arms overhead, palms join together, and we'll come into chair pose, swinging our arms forward. We're gonna take a handful of poses here in and out of chair. Shifting our hips back and down, feeling good. I just picked my toes up and spread them wide, really connecting down into my mat, having an awareness of my whole body moving. Arms come up and hold, and then we'll hinge at the hips, swan dive down. Like I said, I am a little sore and tired. I don't know, this weekend maybe I played a little too hard. So I'm just going to take the time here to hang in our forward fold. If your hands are dangling kind of up here, that's okay. You can place your hands on your thighs, but relax through your facial muscles. Tuck your chin in, look to the back of your mat, and slowly sink deeper into your forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway up, lengthening your spine. And join your palms together. We're going to take our arms wide, expanding the arms out to the side and then palms together. So we're going to do a little pinch of the shoulder blades when those arms come up. Just a few more, opening through your chest, feeling some heat in the back side as we warm up our posterior chain. One more. And then bring your hands back to your legs. We'll fold down and go ahead and step your left leg back. So a nice long step back. Some folks will struggle with this front foot right underneath their nose. And so sometimes you'll see people get way up here. We're going to try something a little different today. You're going to take your knee down, and this might just help you access a bigger hip opening stretch. Go ahead and take your foot off the mat and then send your hands onto the mat. And now with your foot off the mat, you've just created more space for the leg and hips to open. You might like that a little better. And then you can move a little bit side to side, rock, to see how that feels. If you'd prefer to have the foot right between your hands, you can do that. But I'm just trying to help you get in a place where you can stretch through the hip. Awesome. Good. We're going to come into a half kneeling position. Draw that right leg forward again and bring your arms up overhead. Open wide, and we're going to take some bows here. Like, think of cat-cow pose, rounding the back and then broadening through the chest. You're going to look to the mat as you round, and then you'll look to the sky, literally the sky for me, as I open. Good. Just one more. We're not going to do anything for too long today. Open and hold. Arms come up. Hands come down. We're going to reset our lunge. And then straighten your front leg. And once your front leg is straightened, you're going to drop your forehead to your front knee. And I want you to work on pushing the back heel downward. And that's just a fabulous stretch for the back leg as far as lengthening your calf, your heel, your Achilles tendon. And the front leg is getting this really great hamstring stretch. We're going to take a twist here. Keep your left arm anchored to the mat, and we're going to bring our right arm up. So if this is difficult, maybe you lower your knee down. That might make it a little more achievable for you. You could put something under this bottom hand, raising that hand up, and that then might also help you in this revolving triangle pose. Right? My message is always, let's find a way to make the practice work for your body. There's always a way. Bring both hands down, and we're going to step both feet back for our high plank. So finding our high plank here, we're going to challenge ourselves a little bit. We're going to bring our knee to our elbow, and we're going to alternate legs. You can dilute the movement by simply dropping to the knees. We're opening up the hips. Yeah, that right hip has had already a chance to open a little bit. So if you're feeling a little tighter in the left hip, we'll get there. Your body is still. Your shoulders are over your wrists. You're feeling strong. How about one more on each side? And then hold your plank. Let's all come to our knees together. We're going to take a child's pose. And from child's pose, we're going to do some modified push-ups. Gliding our body weight forward, chest comes to mat, push up, and then back to child's pose. Inhale, gliding your body weight forward. So we'll do everything we can to keep our arms snug to our body as our chest lowers down. And we'll do everything we can to have the chest and the hips land on the mat and lift off the mat at the same time. We're gonna glide our body weight forward and hold our kneeling plank. Tuck your toes under, straighten your legs, and move into down dog. And once you're in this downward dog, we'll just shift our weight a little bit side to side. Yeah, just like that, a little bit side to side. We're looking to the back of the mat. If this is too much, you can take child's pose or drop to your forearms. Hold still. Small steps, we move the feet forward between the hands. And in this forward fold, we're going to interlock our fingers over the back side of the body. Push the knuckles up and let your head hang. Feel your body resting on your thighs, rooting down with your feet, lifting up with your knuckles. As we release the hands from one another, we're going to sweep our arms forward and find chair pose. Did you find it? Right there, chair pose. Retract your shoulders down, tuck your tailbone under, strong right through your core. Well done. Inhale, lift. Exhale, swan dive down. Are you looking to the back of the mat? Now we'll lift halfway up. As we fold, our right leg goes behind us. So now we open up this hip. And again, you want your foot to be between your hands. If that is uncomfortable or you just want something a little different, let's come to our back knee and then send your front foot off the mat. So we're just creating more space, bringing our hands down. You can keep your back knee down, you can lift up. And then I like to move a little bit. Even if your foot is underneath your nose still, you can still do little hip circles. You can rock back and forth, front to back. Just explore that ball and socket joint, the hip caps a little bit. The power of fresh air. I cannot speak enough to it. If you have an opportunity to go outside, do your yoga practice, or simply take a walk or play with your chickens. I'm looking at my chickens right now. Take advantage of it. Knees down. Good. Bring both arms up overhead. And now we'll step the left foot back on the mat, open wide, and we're going to do those same bows we did on the other side. Knuckles together, chin in. Inhale, open wide. Exhale. And inhale. 2 more. Open and hold. Arms come overhead. Awesome. Hands come down. Good. We'll come into our low lunge and then send both feet back. Holding this high plank, we're going to pick up one foot and roll through the ankle. Let's just give that ankle a little tender love and care. Roll the other way. You can be on your knees once again for this exercise. If you're in your plank, special attention to strong cores. Pause and then switch feet. Keeping your hips still. Spread your fingers wide. Change directions. Pause, both feet down. We're going to come to our knees on this round, and we're going to push our weight back to sit back onto our heels. From here, we're going to press our hips forward, lift up, and simply sit back down. So we're going to get some nice flexion and extension of the knees. Then we're going to bring in toe tuck. So I've tucked my toes under, and then I point my toes as I sit back. Tuck your toes under, nice stretch through the bottoms of your feet, and then sit back. And you might not get your hips all the way to your heels. Right? You might just do a little half sit. That works. Again, respect your limitations, honor how you feel today. I always encourage some challenges, pushing a little bit, but we don't want to cause more harm to our bodies. Hold here. Take a side stretch. Bring your left arm down towards the mat. Gaze to the right hand. Hold here. Both arms up, and try that now. With the right hand down, gaze to your left palm. Both arms up, hands on mat. Let's rock our body weight forward into that kneeling plank. High plank, downward dog. Let's hold in this downward dog. If you need to shift your weight a little bit, move your feet and your hands to get situated into a better body position, do that. From here, you're going to try a double knee tap. So you're almost in tabletop, and then lift your hips up and press them back. Right? So double knee tap, hips up and back. Good. If you look, my head's coming with me. So when my knees are on the mat, I'm looking to my fingertips. And as I push back from my down dog, I'm looking between my feet to the back of my mat. We'll try 2 more of these. It's a lot of shoulder work. I recognize that. But the only way we're going to get stronger is by putting in the work. You can always just go back to child's pose. Hold here and walk your feet forward. In this forward fold, let's wrap our arms behind our legs. Just give your body a good hug into your thighs. Staying balanced. Fingertips come back to your mat. And we're going to return to chair by dropping our hips down and lifting our hearts up. Inhale. And from here, we're going to take airplane pose. So let's lift our left leg. And as we lift our left leg, our arms are going to go back behind us. And then we're going to do these small pulses with our arms. So we're going to move our arms up and down. Little work through the tricep, little extra stretch through the shoulder. Certainly challenging our airplane. Option, just to drop your toe down, still hinged forward. But you might need that for the extra stability. Your call. All right, hold an airplane. And then you're going to push your left foot back for warrior 1. Holding warrior 1, relaxing your shoulders. Excellent. And then this warrior 1, we're going to add a twist, both hands onto the right hip. Look over your shoulder. Holding that twist, you're then going to take T-frame arms, sending your arms out, still holding that twist. Hands back on hips. Reset warrior 1 arms. Straighten your front leg, pick up your back heel, rotate all your toes to the front of the mat. And now we're going to lunge. You're going to take your hands under your front thigh, tap your fingers under your thigh, and reach back up. Woo, yep, if you're a little wobbly like me, it's okay. We'll figure it out together. Moving real slow. Real slow. Quality movement. Full range movement. Thinking about what we're doing. Mind and body working together. Arms up and hold. We're going to fold back down to pyramid. We practiced this pyramid pose already. You're going to push off your back foot and bring both feet together. And send your hips down for chair pose as the arms reach up. Perfect. Inhale, lift, and we will set airplane on the other side. Right leg lifts, fingertips move back, and we stay the course. Once you feel like you're good to go, we'll do a little pulsing of the arms. Nice. Breathing, moving, focusing. You can hold the arms still. Stay here, stay here. And now land the back foot. Warrior one. So we'll do our best to get our back foot flat with a small angle. And then we'll twist. Look over your shoulder, stay here. Then take your arms out, T-frame arms. Spread your fingers wide, reach out. Huge stretch. T-spine mobility. Strength through your legs. So much is happening. You're happening. Both hands back to your hips. And reset warrior one arms. Straighten your front leg, and let's pick up the back foot so you direct all the toes forward, and we will lunge, bringing the hands underneath the front thigh and then back up. The key to this lunge is to make sure your back heel is lifted. So don't let that back heel touch the mat. And make sure your toes are all pointing forward. If you have your foot rotated at all, that is not very nice for your back knee. Right? Technique will make all the difference in what muscles you recruit. Up and hold. And fold down. Stay here. Let your head hang a moment. Feel the stretch. Push off your back foot and bring both feet together. Awesome. Holding your forward fold. We're going to move into chair pose. Drop your hips. Reach forward with the arms. Inhale, lift. This time we're going to reach the arms forward as we fold. Inhale, half lift. As we fold, both feet move back to high plank. Did you step back far enough? Very slowly lower your chest down. We did some of these modified push-ups, but this time we're going to lift for cobra. Good. And if you're good with cobra, let's try up dog. And if you're good with up dog, try down dog. Picking our left leg up. We're going to bend the left knee and then just roll through your hips. Look under your left arm. I always call this my full body yawn. Right? If my body could yawn, I think it would look something like this. Straighten that left leg. When we step through, we're going to find warrior two. So send your left foot forward, and then we'll step into warrior two. Good. Holding warrior two, we'll do some little arm circles. We did big arm circles at the start of the practice. Little arm circles. And change directions. Little arm circles. Pause. Now we're going to take this right arm overhead and feel your bicep just come over your ear, and your palms will connect. But then you're going to take yourself back up and kind of come back to your warrior two. So this arm is going to move overhead and then out wide. Now we haven't let up on that front thigh, have we? Strong warriors, that is what you are. All right, let's hold warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Moving into triangle, reach first. So we're here, but then before we enter triangle, really extend and fold and gaze to your top hand. Soon there are going to be little green buds on the tree. I see buds are trying to form now. Come down to your low lunge. Feeling better? I know I'm feeling better. Both feet back, high plank. And slowly, as one unit, bring your body weight down. Point your toes. Cobra to up dog. Down dog. All right, how about we lift the right leg up? So once that right leg is elevated, bend the right knee and then roll the hips. Look under your right arm, keep pushing your weight back. Full body yawn. I love that. Straighten your leg and we'll step through for warrior two. Good. So you can look out over your right hand, or you can look straight in front of you and circle the shoulders. I kind of like looking straight in front just because my head's in better alignment for once I start circling. But that's a personal choice. Change directions of your circle. Can you hear yourself breathing? Hold. Now we're going to take the back arm, your left arm, up and over. And if you can join your palms together, great. If they don't touch, that's okay. And then you're going to reset warrior two. I'm not going to be too picky where your hands are directed, palms down, palms up, whatever seems natural. But I am going to be picky in that the right knee stays bent, that right leg stays loaded, and your left foot is grounding down into the mat. Feel your strength. It's there. You have what it takes. Okay, you can reset warrior two. Now we can all look over our right hand together. Straighten your front leg. So let's reach first, right? Big reach, and then hinge down for triangle. Your hand will land anywhere from your leg to a block, to your foot, to the mat. Come down to your low lunge. Well done. Both feet back, high plank. Chest comes down. Cobra, up dog, down dog. Come to our knees. We'll take a little intermission and shift our hips back. Right, our intermission is going to come late in our practice. Forehead to mat. Hips to feet. Facial muscles relax. Feel your breath. Listen for your breath. Glide your body weight forward. We're going to lay to the side of our body. So go ahead and take your left hip down, and then you can take your left elbow, forearm to the mat. So if you're kind of laying in this straight line, your top leg is going to be a little of a bit of a kickstand or a crutch. So we're going to push into this front foot and lift the hip. Then you're going to drop the hip and you're going to lift your leg. So a little strengthening here. Hip up, hip down. Hip up, hip down. Now, if you're struggling to lift the hip, it hurts your shoulders, you can just stay with this inside leg lift. Good. One more. Awesome. Feet together and roll to the other side. So we're gonna do the same sequence, just on the other half. Start with your body straight. Take that left foot, plant it in front of your bottom thigh. Lift. And then the leg. Working on some core strength, some oblique strength. How about one more hip lift, one more leg lift, and then straighten both legs out. And we're gonna come into a seated position and take our 90-90 bend to both knees. And we're gonna do some rocking of this back leg, lifting your knee. And here's the tricky part, lifting the heel. So if you can get your arms up and try that, right? So working through the ball and socket joint of the hip mobility. Much easier to lift that front knee. I'm sure that's your experience as well, but we try to lift both. Last one. Send your arms back behind you, chest up. We'll do little hip lifts here. I love this one. Good. Yeah, a little touch of everything today, gang, from leg strengthening through our warriors, mobility work, through this sequence here, lots of core work. All right, nice. Before we go to the other side, let's stretch our legs out into a straddle. Sit nice and tall, arms out, and we're gonna reach to the inside of our foot. We're gonna do 2 touches, come back to the center and switch. Feet are flexed, double tap, and then up. Double tap, and then up. Right, so in that double tap, the idea is on the second tap, you just fold a millimeter more. Work into that stretch a little bit more. Hold here, and then let's swing the feet the other direction. Get ready for a 90-90, working on both hips pushing down. Yep, and I'm gonna get myself situated so my front shin's parallel to the side of the mat, and then this back leg is parallel to the side of the mat. Let's rock, foot up, knee up. If you need to support some of your body with your hands, you can. Don't force it. If it doesn't go, it doesn't go. Just sit with it. Good. One more. And hold. Send your arms back behind you and lift the hips. Oh, I'm gonna shut my eyes. That sun is right on me, but I'll take that all day long. Hips up and down. You can probably see how the sun is coming down, shifting. Couple more. Couple is 2, right? Yeah. Awesome. All right, let's stretch our feet out in front of us. Good, a little shaky shake. We're gonna take a spinal twist with a little variation. So I'm gonna go ahead and have you take your left leg and cross. And once you've held on to this left leg, lean to the side, so lean to the right, and then bend the right knee. And then we're kind of in this almost shoelace setup. You're gonna wrap your arm around the leg and hold here. Awesome. All right, untwist yourself, and we're just going to stretch both legs out. Good. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So you're going to hug on to your right leg, lean to the left, tuck your foot underneath, and we'll take our spinal twist the other way here. Look over your shoulder. You can drop your head, maybe move your neck a little bit, but nice stretch on the outside of the hip. Untangle yourself slowly, however you get out of it. Let's extend both legs out, coming into staff pose. We're sitting tall, interlock your fingers, push your palms up. For some folks, just sitting like this, getting your legs straight, shoulders over hips, that is a lot of stretch for sure. So maybe you stay just sitting tall. Otherwise, see if you can reach forward and anchor your hands to the bottoms of your feet. I'm not quite there, but close. Not a competition, no judgment. I'm kind of using my hands to pull on my feet to keep my toes up. And by drawing my toes towards my nose, I like that stretch personally. So you might find something else that works a little better for you. If you have some kind of strap, sometimes holding the strap under your feet, that works nice too. All right, now it's time to lay flat on our backs. And with that, we're gonna bend the knees and do some bridge work. So go ahead and elevate your hips and hold your bridge. See if you can walk your feet in closer to your hips. Good. And our feet are about hip width distance apart, and we start switching on the muscles in the back side of our body here. From here, let's pick up our right leg and just balance. Now we're gonna get a hamstring stretch here. If we just push our right heel up to the ceiling, right? If it's too much, you let your hips rest and you can hold the leg in the air, but just holding this pose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Both feet down, and try it on the other side. Straightening that left leg as much as you can. Flexing the foot, pushing the heel straight upward, pushing your right foot firmly down into the mat, holding your single leg bridge for 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your hips up if you can, both feet on the mat, and lower down slowly. Hug your knees into your chest. Just place your hands behind your knees. You could also really wrap your arms behind the knees. Take a nice little stretch here. Oh, my back just cracked. That was nice. We're going to straighten both legs, send our arms up, roll through your ankles and wrists. Roll the other way. Hopefully the heart rates have come down. Feeling really good about our yoga practice today. We had a little bit of everything, and let the legs lengthen out. Arms can come alongside your body. Ooh, my toes are in the sun. That's super nice. You can shut your eyes, lie still. Reward yourself with this time. This is something the majority of folks don't do enough of. Stay in stillness. Shut down the mind. Be present. Everything else will be there when we get back to it. A little stronger with your breath, more energy to your breath. With your next inhalation, we'll roll to the right side of our body. Cradle the head into your hands. And rise up. Legs crossed if you can. Having a small smile on your face because you feel good. That's what I want for you. I want you to feel good. Arms come up and over. Feeling good, feeling ready for whatever else comes your way today. Thank you for taking this time and joining me. Namaste. Remember, hit like, subscribe. Any comments, questions, anything you have you'd like to share with me or want to know more of, please write it in the comments, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.